Bienvenidos jugando Mortal Kombat Legacy Online. No se olviden suscribirse y dejar like botón de marca de verificación.
Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! Finisher. Flawless victory. Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight!
https://discord.gg/k4bjpbrt.
Thousands of years ago, in a battle with the fallen elder god known as Shinnok, I was responsible for the death of an entire civilization. To rid all realms of Shinnok's menace, I waged a war that plunged the Earth into centuries of darkness and banished Shinnok into a place called the Netherrealm. Now, after Shao Kahn's defeat at the hands of Earth's warriors, Shinnok has managed to escape his confines in the Netherrealm. The war is now being fought once again. Only this time, it can be won by mortals.
Scorpion. Choose your destiny. Round one, fight!
Get over here!
Expert's victory. Round 2, fight! Excellent. Finish her! Scorpion wins. Round 1, fight! Reptile wins. Round 2, fight! Outstanding. Outstanding wins. Round 3, fight! Finish it! Excellent. Scorpion wins. Round 1, fight! Scorpion wins. Round 2, fight! Finish it done. Superb wins. Round 1, fight! Raven wins. Round 2, fight! Scorpion wins. Round 3, fight! Finish him! Scorpion wins. Round 1, fight! Get Fujin wins. Round 2, fight! Finish him! Fujin wins. Raiden. Round 1, fight! Fujin wins. Round 2, fight! Finish him! Fujin wins. Fatality. Kai. Round 1, fight! Fujin wins. Round 2, fight! Outstanding. Finish him! Fujin. Choose your round 1, fight! Get over here! Excellent. Round 2, fight! Excellent. Finish him! Round 1, fight! Outstanding. Well done. Round 2, fight! Round 3, fight! Finish him! Guy wins. Round 1, fight! Guy wins. Round 2, fight! Wins. Round 3, fight! Excellent. Finish him! Wins. Guy. Round 1, fight! Wins. Round 2, fight! Finish him! Wins. Guy. Round 1, fight! fight! Superb! Fujin wins. Round 3, fight! Finish him! Fujin wins.
Bienvenidos a los que van llegando.
Round 1, fight! Well done. Kai wins. Round 2, fight! Excellent. Finish him! Kai wins. Round 1, fight! Wins. Round 2, fight! Round 3, fight! Finish her!
Oh, I gotta throw you over there!
Kai wins. Round 1, fight! Wins. Round 2, fight! Finish him! Jack wins. Flawless victory. Kai. Round 1, fight! Outstanding. Fight! Well done. Samurai wins. Round 3. Fight! Finish him! Guy wins. Round 1. Fight! Shinnok wins. Round 2. Fight! Excellent. Finish him standing. Shinnok wins. Kai. Round 1. Fight! Shinnok wins. Round 2. Fight! Wins. Round 3. Fight!
Hey, have you heard of this game, Mortal Kombat?
What is Mortal Kombat?
It's like Street Fighter, but you could fucking kill people.
Whoa!
The first game truly was like an expression of who we were at the time, the stuff that we consumed growing up as kids, and we just threw it all into the game.
You know, there was no template to how to make the games. There was no instructions, just winging it.
And I'd never done this before. I didn't know how to do it. We were just kind of making it up as we went along.
We were just a bunch of knuckleheads doing whatever we wanted, and we were happy.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat!
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat! It is simultaneously exactly like and nothing like Street Fighter.
Kano.
Liu Kang.
Rated. Johnny Cage.
Scorpion.
Sub-Zero.
Sonya.
Round one. Fight!
You had to guess like the moves and how to figure out the codes.
Remember having a cheat sheet.
Hit block and mash the buttons, I don't know.
Block, 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 block. High kick.
Fatality.
Kano ripped out a heart, held it up, blood dripping from it.
It's the first time I've seen blood in a video game.
Blood flying out of these people's heads.
My parents were very worried about the violence.
I don't want you guys playing this. It sounds bad.
Finish him!
The game narrator instructs the player to finish his opponent.
Oh my God, I didn't know that you could do that.
It was a mega hit, game after game after game.
It's amazing. I could have never imagined how big it has all become.
It was, is, and always will be a fighting game for everyone.
It's funny to think that it all started from like 4 guys in Chicago that just wanted to make a cool martial arts game.
And don't be...
Wins.
My parents were both born in Dominican Republic, and they had they were both doctors. I'm one of 5 kids. My older brother and older sister were born in Dominican Republic, and I was the first one born in Chicago, in Rogers Park, Chicago. And my brother and sister followed, Mike Boone, who I've been working with for 20-something years now.
So we spent a lot of time playing computer games. We had the old consoles. We had a Bally Astra.
MK2 was great and stuff. But I really didn't want us to just do the same game with prettier graphics.
We were always trying to one-up what we did. Like obviously MK1 we had the, you'd fall into the pit. And that was great. It was always asking the question, well, what can we do next?
Reptile wins.
MK3 was like, now we're gonna knock you upwards. Now we're gonna knock you downwards.
Right.
Certainly the visual qualities of the backgrounds changed over time quite significantly.
As the story took it, MK3 was based more on Earth.
.3D technology played a part.
I had been learning how to sculpt things in 3D. I created what became the subway, and I showed Ed, I'm like, hey, we could actually just, instead of like going out and videoing stuff and getting things out of books or whatever, or even just drawing them, we could actually build them in 3D with correct lighting and stuff like that. And it could even help us do the parallaxing if we wanted it to. He was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go that route. So a lot of the backgrounds, I would kind of build them in 3D, and then Tony would take that and draw on it and dress them up, make them look better from there.
There's a look that's missing. It looked kind of too plastic and toyish and simple, but it was great for a starting point. We would always touch up over it. That would give it its clean look. And one of the backgrounds that we started with 3D was the Soul Chamber. I always like a star in the background, and I just coined the name Sonado for the soul inside the mouth, and I drew that in deluxe paint, frame by frame.
I did a drawing of this in 3D just so you can make it any size and any lighting, any angle you want it. This is it's just ornamental, you know, it's just like kind of a really neat background thing.
You know, we would always in Mortal Kombat put in names, our names, you know, hidden somewhere sometimes. And mainly it was the graveyard.
I'm sure that I probably designed in 3D the tombstones, and Tony probably drew in our names. A lot of that grass, and maybe even putting the background in there, like the sky and stuff. Dave Mikicic joined our team, and he knew about Photoshop. We hadn't heard about Photoshop. Photoshop was new. He took that city scene with Shao Kahn's fortress in the distance. What I gave was kind of stale. It was very stark. He added like haze and all kinds of cool atmosphere with Photoshop. We started using Photoshop a lot after that.
Once we get the digitized image, it's a lot like painting. And right now we're going through a process where we sort of filter the images through. We'll grab the image and Steve Moran will start and do some Photoshop on the guy, and then we'll hand him over to Tony, who does some touch-up. And then it gets passed over to me, and then I do some of this more detailed touch-up, and then I give it back to Steve, and he kind of separates the different colors and creates the different palettes, and then we give it back to Tony, and he does the final touch-up and stuff and gets it ready for the game. I'm working on a friendship move for Shigoro character, and that's her tentative name. She didn't have a real name yet. The move is she's got to turn around and she's going to pull out sort of plates and little sticks, and she spins the plates and the sticks and balances them on her hand, and she does this with her back towards you.
I remember wanting the characters to be a little bit smaller. The reason I wanted them a little smaller was so they can have more lateral motion to run.
I remember having that conversation in Ed's office because my first reaction was, wait, we should be getting bigger. It's
right.
Like, what do you mean smaller, you know? The hardware, we can push more stuff, and we should be making them bigger. But it didn't last long. I think once the run button was in, you saw right away the value of the sprinting.
Round one, fight.
I wanted it to be more aggressive. I always felt like our walking was a bit slow, and that really was pushing for the run. To me, it feels weird when I play MK2. I feel like I'm in molasses. It's like, come on! You know, I just want to move faster. So. We really loved to see players doing combos, but some players just couldn't uppercut somebody and then jump and then, you know, juggle them and do all these kind of... So we wanted something that was a little bit more mechanical, right? Like anybody can do 1-1-2 or something like that. Right? The whole dynamic of the game was just so aggressive. And some people were intimidated by that.
Finish him.
It was somewhat controversial. There was a guy who was a tech in our, you know, like where they would build the games. He was looking at it and he goes, you know, I don't know why you added the run button, you know, I don't know what that. And then, you know, fast forward 3 weeks.
Nightwolf wins.
He actually came by and said, you know, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, man. That thing was cool.
One day I was in the office at Playboy downtown Chicago, and the phone rang. It was Jack Hager, and he was looking for a couple cheerleaders for this game called NBA Jam. I had no idea how to cheerlead. I said I could, but I had no idea. It was great working with everybody, and then Jack invited me on to the next game, which was Revolution X. We were trying to develop Mistress Helga. He had an idea. He wanted to be like this mistress, you know, in leather, and I said, well, I got some ideas, you know, and I put a black wig on and put my Harley-Davidson jacket on and black stretch pants. He added chains and put some labels on it, and he was just like, perfect. And then that is how Mistress Helga developed. That was a blast. And then I just started working with Midway, you know, game after game, and they said that they needed a new Sonya and asked me if I'd like to do it, and I said, absolutely.
I think John one time was just walking by me in a hallway. He's like, hey, Sal, you feel like being a character for, you know, Mortal Kombat 3? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
By the time we got to Mortal Kombat 3, we had a complete blue screen studio, professional lighting, professional cameras, a green room, dressing rooms for the actors.
Hey, get out of here, man.
Jack Hager put that all together. It was phenomenal.
Each capture session was 2 to 3 days. John and I would do the lighting. We always consistently had what we called a money light that just was a rim light. And we'd spend a lot of time doing that because there was no going back with the lighting.
Whenever you're making a game, you would record the data and then immediately check it in the tool to make sure the lighting was right, to make sure the size was right, and whatever.
The camera takes in the signal into our beta cam recorder, and we also run a signal into our PC. This is where we do the actual grabbing of frames to be digitized. We're able to click through frame by frame, delete the frames we don't want, keep the frames that we do like.
Once you had all that set, then you could start kind of rolling into the actual moves and then forget about the technical side of it.
When we started filming a character, we'd get into work probably roughly around 10 o'clock, and usually the whole filming process takes, you know, all day.
On an average day of a 14-hour shoot, we came in, got into makeup. It didn't take too long for Sonya. She doesn't wear much.
And then we have a list, a huge list of animations, kicks, punches, uppercuts, and then the special moves and stuff. Capturing every single frame of them performing these moves.
Neither Sal nor Carrie had martial arts background, right? You know, they were super athletic.
I watched a lot of martial arts. I watched a lot of, you know, Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, and I studied like the theatrics of martial arts, but I didn't have the discipline.
Right, and my background was just gymnastics and boxing.
Sonya Blade, there she is. Yeah.
A little bit of WWF wrestling.
Oh, jeez. That's no way to begin a demonstration. Well, I think Sonya is in a little trouble here. She's being tied to a dog.
So I was more into the falls and the suplexes and that kind of stuff.
There was this tomboyish quality to her that doesn't come across when you see her.
Yeah.
And then once you work with her, you realize, holy crap, she's going to do everything we need and more.
Yeah.
Probably the hardest thing about doing any of the moves is you had to start and finish in the same spot.
And that was the main thing, is getting back into idle, getting back into idle. They wanted all the follow through. They wanted all the momentum, but they wanted all that power to come all the way through. Like, you know, but then you had to always get back into idle pose, and that was the main thing.
I remember I added like the scrunchie in my ponytail, and we always tried to work together with costuming. You know, they would have like the basic costume, and then they would let the actors kind of bring in a little bit of detail.
Helping John with creating costumes was like this art project. We would go to sports stores and buy like hockey gear and army surplus stores and, you know, just buy pieces and, hey, that works and put some duct tape on it. And Home Depot has this cool rubber piece that we could use for Sector's helmet. And like, it was very do-it-yourself.
But the helmet itself was so back heavy that literally everything that I did was like, it was pulling my head back. And the mask, by doing this, the mask looked like it was looking forward. So I was always kind of doing this with everything, with all my actions.
We wanted it as compact as possible because we didn't want him to look out of proportion.
Yeah.
And so the helmet is really tight.
It must have been torture for, 8 hours or whatever.
That's where your neck problem.
That's where my neck hurts so much.
I think with the Sonya costume, he was just trying to keep everything in when you're bouncing around.
I think my favorite Sal character is still Nightwolf. He just turns into that guy, and like he extends his chin, like he almost like transforms.
Sal, he had no fear. He would just go over the top. He would just insist on trying a move that we were afraid he'd get hurt from.
Throwing himself around.
Yeah, just so committed to it.
You need to look like you're taking pain. You snap your head back, really kind of throw yourself over. And when you fell, you had to look like you were getting hurt. So I would throw myself twisting around as much as I could at a time. Many times I would land, on my neck wrong, land on my back wrong.
Sal would often hurt himself, or not often, but he has a history of hurting himself, trying to get the best performance.
Didn't matter if we were working or if the camera was on or whatever. Like, I just throw my hand out and, see, put my hand on the back of his neck and go, wham!
Smack my face into
and
it.
he'd fall back onto the floor, and everybody is like, oh my God.
And in fact, I think her and Sal would have like contests with each other to see who can do what better. It was fun watching those two go at it.
They're still good friends to this day.
So if I was going to hit you hard, I'd
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, so it's not the hardness, it's the location.
Reactions, all just in reaction.